What's up everyone, today I'm back with an Act 6 equipment guide. In this video I'll be talking about how equipment crafting process works and hopefully save you some confusion. First off, you can craft Act 6 equipped using scrolls that you get from raids or the quest line. Looking at the equipment, you can see that there's two types, Heavenly and Helllord. Comparing these two, you can see that the Heavenly set has higher accuracy and lower base values, whereas the Helllord set has higher stats and lower accuracy. The same is true with the armors. So the Helllord side has higher base stats but lower dodge, and the Heavenly side has higher dodge, lower base stats. For the purpose of this video, I'll be making a dagger to experiment with. Looking at the scrolls, there's two crafting options, sequential options and random options. The first sequential option states that it follows the options and rarity level of the basic gear. There's a certain chance to add new rarity level, difference in damage between rarity levels, and upgrade level becomes obsolete. And the second option states that it will ignore the basic gear's options and rarity level, add new options and rarity level, difference in damage for phenomenal item, and upgrade level becomes obsolete. For the purpose of this experiment, I'll be using the random options and playing around with it. As you can see, the equipment must be shelled for you to be able to convert it. Okay, so using the random options, the shell will change along with the rarity, and you'll lose the equipment grade, which is the plus of the equip. So now I'm going to be testing if the shell of the Act 6 equipment can be changed. The first thing I'm going to be testing is the bedding, and as you will see, the shell does not change with rarity. I also tried using an eraser to delete the shell, which does not work. And I also tried reshelling, so putting a shell over the existing shell, which also does not work. So therefore it can be concluded that the shell of the Act 6 equip cannot be changed once you make the weapon. So it follows that there are only three ways of getting Act 6 equipment. The first method is to get the equipment straight from the box. Let's explore the probability of this happening. Let's say the chance of getting an R8/R7 box is about 5%. Then the chance of getting a piece of equipment out of that box is another 1%, for example. And on top of that, finally getting a piece of equipment, let's say only 5% of those have decent shells. This means that one would have to open about 40,000 boxes, or 2,000 R7/R8 boxes. The next method is using the random option on the scroll until you get an R7 or R8 piece of equipment with a nice shell. Basing that the chance of R7 straight out of the scroll is about 1% and about 5% for a decent shell again, you'll have to convert about 2,000 pieces of level 95 gear to get a usable piece of Act 6 equipment. So moving on from the absurdity, the only logical route to creating a good Act 6 equip would be to first create an R7 piece of 95 or 96 equipment, and then shell it with the shell that you want to carry over. Next, you would convert this weapon using the scroll and the sequential option to preserve that shell. This is the route I took when I created my Act 6 weapons. When making equips using the sequential option, you do get to keep your shell, but the rarity of the piece of equipment will change, as you'll see in a second. So keep in mind that both the rarity and the plus of the equipment will be gone. Just a few additional notes, you cannot use anything except the new champion amulets to bet Act 6 equipment. And a few more rumors are that upgrading R8 equipment is harder and costs more than R7 equips to upgrade R7 equips. And there's also rumors that new Act 6.2 will be coming that will use both the Helllord and Heavenly equips to craft yet another armor or weapon. There's also rumors that a new no small item will come out later that will allow you to reshell Act 6 equipment, but I don't think this will be true. There's several reasons I don't think this will be true. The first one being that if you're able to reshell Act 6 equipment, that means that getting it straight from the box, which isn't all that hard, will completely invalidate an entire Act 5.2 that Nostale came up with. In addition, games are supposed to reward players for hard work. For the players who leveled quickly and made their equips already, the only real method is to convert an equipment which sacrifices the price of betting R7 and plussing the piece of equipment, all to get a clean piece of shelled Act 6 equipment. If the game then gives players a bypass on this huge cost sacrifice to simply shell any piece of Act 6 equipment with a no small item, this would be very unfair game design and gameplay. To give a frame of reference, this would be like saying players can now buy an item in Nosmall that will automatically level you from levels 1 to 99. I'm sorry for the huge arc I went on, but sit back and enjoy the music and watch as I rebet my equips and upgrade them again. I'll give a comparison between the stats of the new equipment and the old one at the end of the video.
Treetops of this world, a balance, feeling free. I'm a part of this place of birth, and I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally breathe. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally see. Floating away with you in the backseat of my car. We're timeless, sailing through, but tonight, no, we can't go far. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally breathe. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally see.